Hello everyone, it's time for a new video and this is gonna be a really exciting one, at least for me. I'm gonna be doing a kind of weekend vlog. It is Thursday afternoon. I'm starting obviously before the weekend, but I would like to film until like Sunday. I have been working on a lot of very specific vlogs where I need to read like very specific books. And I love making those videos so much, but I am a complete mood reader, and so it can be really difficult for me sometimes to have a set TBR that isn't completely adjustable. And so I want to take this weekend to just bring you a fun, cozy vlog and read whatever books I'm in the mood for. I do think that I'm mainly going to read like fantasy romance and paranormal romance and maybe some just like contemporary adult romance, but it's gonna be a lot of romance because that's the main thing I've been in the mood for this entire year, honestly. I love it. I'm living my best life, but I do want to bring some more like fantasy romance into my life. I might also read a little bit of historical, but I don't want to have a TBR. I do have 2 physical books that I might get to that I'm really excited for because just like I said, I have been completely in the mood for romance, and I don't really have a lot of like adult romance books in like a physical copy form. The ones that I'm most interested in are just not easy for me to get. I don't have good access to them, which makes me really sad because just I like ebooks and audiobooks are such a blessing. I love them and I'm so grateful for them and I don't mind it at all, but at the same time, like, I need a physical book. I need to switch it up and I just need breaks when I only read physical books, and I have not been doing that lately. So I just want to quickly mention the 2 books that I'm really excited to read physically, maybe, perhaps. The first one is You Had Me at Ola by Alexis Daria. I am a little bit scared. Like, I was so fucking excited for this. I still am. Like, look at this cover. I am in love with it. They are both so gorgeous. And I love this. I'm so happy to have this book physically because it's just so fucking stunning. And I know that Syl from the Book of Voyagers loved this book, and I think she gave it 5 stars. But I also know that Mina from Mina Reads gave it 2.5, and then I've seen other people who didn't like it either, and I'm a little bit scared. And I hope I'm gonna be, one of the people who love this book. I really, really want to read this one. I don't really know much about this. I only know that the 2 main characters are actors and they, I guess, are like a couple on screen. I think I'm gonna like this. Hopefully. Then I would like to read The Raven and the Dove by Caitlin Davis. I have had this book for a few months and I adore this cover also. Again, they are both beautiful, and this book is a retelling of Tristan and Isolde, and I think, I don't know if this is, I think this might be YA fantasy, but I think it should be heavy on the romance, hopefully. I haven't really heard anyone that I know talk about this book, so I don't know what to expect. Actually, oh my god, I literally started a book that I want to talk about. So, I started Alchemists of Loom, I think is the name, by Elise Kova, I think is the author's name, and I'm 15% through the audiobook, and I am really enjoying it. I don't know that much about it. I completely randomly ran into it. It was published in like 2017. I saw a review of this book that was really, really nice by a person that I really trust, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna check this out. And it's basically about this girl who is kind of like an assassin vibe type of a person, and then there are those like dragon people, and so she catches this dude who is half a dragon and she wants to kill him, but then he has a proposition for her to like give her something that she wants so that she can get him to this place that he wants to get to. That is a really shitty description, but it is it looks really fun so far. It's definitely really action packed, and both of them seem to have pretty like morally gray vibes. I think it's gonna be fun. I don't know if this is adult either. It definitely feels that way right now, and I don't know how heavy it's gonna be on the romance. No, I just want to have fun. I want to read whatever I'm in the mood for, so we'll see. So it's time for an update. I'm sorry if the lighting is a little bit weird. It's a while later. I don't even know what time it is, but I have just been chilling. I had a meeting earlier and that is done. I made some tea and I found an audiobook that I was really interested in, which was different from the one that I mentioned earlier, and I actually don't remember the name exactly. I think it's like A Little Bit of Mischief or something by Cat Sebastian. I've known of it for a while and I actually haven't really heard anyone talk about it. I know that Riley Marie gave it 3 stars on Goodreads and I haven't really heard anyone else talk about it. But I just really wanted something quick to get through, something really fun and short. And so I decided to pick this. And it's a historical romance and it's a sapphic romance and it's only like 3 hours long. It's like 100 pages, I think, around that. And I'm really enjoying it. It's about Molly, and I forgot the other character's name. The two of them just, if I understood it correctly, Molly is a maid, and the other main character, she is kind of staying at the same place. Obviously, they're in the same location, so they run into each other all the time, obviously, and just things happen and they get closer, they hang out more, and yes, so I think that's all that I'm gonna say about the plot. Because again, it's a novella. I didn't have any expectations because, like I said, I haven't really heard anyone talk about it, and Riley gave it 3 stars, which is like, it's not bad, it's not great, but I'm having fun. Like, the plot so far, there's not a lot that's happening. I don't know if I said that I'm halfway through this book. And so I do feel like the plot has been like, there's not really much happening, but like the two main characters are interacting and I haven't been bored. Like, I'm excited to read it. I'm having fun. I really like the two of them. I'm just gonna keep coloring in my coloring book and finish listening to it. And I don't think I mentioned that I showed you a clip of me coloring, and I, I normally, when I listen to audiobooks, I usually don't have anything to do. I do sometimes listen to audiobooks when I do my makeup or whatever, but usually I watch like soap cutting videos or like ASMR slime videos or random shit that is just like visual nothingness while listening to audiobooks. Tell me if you do anything like that. And so that's what I like to do, but my laptop died and so I can't like watch it on my phone while listening to the audiobook, if that makes sense. So I picked up the coloring book and I'm actually really enjoying it. It looks really bad. I don't know, maybe it looks better on camera. It's really patchy and just, it's not great, but it's super relaxing and it's really nice and I'm just really enjoying it. I really needed this to like chill out, relax, you know? And so I'm definitely enjoying that. I would definitely recommend, even, you know, if you are like me and you're terrible at coloring and like drawing and whatever, it's a really chill thing to do that can be really relaxing. So, yes, I think that's all that I have to say for now. I'm gonna keep listening and I'll update you when I'm done. So it's time for an update. I finished reading A Little Light Mischief by Cat Sebastian, and I think I'm gonna give it 3.5 stars. This book was fun. It was super quick to get through, and I had fun. I don't know if it helped that I listened to it on audio, but I just never felt like it like dragged on or that there were boring parts or whatever. But I did feel like there were things that were really underdeveloped. The book did some things that I really appreciated, and I did root for the couple, and you know, it was just really nice and sweet, and there were some tender moments. It didn't feel rushed or anything really, but I felt like we kind of left off before their relationship fully developed, or like at the end it felt kind of rushed. Everything was super easy and there was no angst, which sometimes is definitely nice, and I didn't mind it, but I would understand that like other people would not really like that, you know, because like there's not really a lot of tension or like a lot of exciting build-up or whatever. I still really enjoyed it and I would still recommend it if you just want something super easy and light and really quick to get through. I really enjoyed it. I'm thinking I might make myself a hot chocolate, and I don't know what to read next, but I'm really enjoying this so far. I really want to do more vlogs like these. Please tell me in the comments down below if you like vlogs like these that are just kind of more chill, maybe a little bit longer and just a little bit more chatty, and I show you some actual things that I'm actually doing besides reading a little bit as well, and just stuff like that, because I love both kinds of vlogs, like the ones that are a little bit more like put together and organized, but these ones as well that feel really chill and cozy. And tell me in the comments down below what your favorite kind of vlogs it is to watch. Also, question of the day: what is your favorite subgenre of romance? I think I might have asked this before, but this is something that I'm really curious to know, and I just, I've been so in love with romance lately that I want to talk about it. And I don't really know what my favorite subgenre is. I love historical romance. I feel like that's always just so light, and or most of the time it has this light, joyful vibe, and I love it. And I recently realized that I absolutely adore paranormal romance, and I have barely read it. Like, it just has this super hot vibe and I'm here for it. So if you have any paranormal romance recommendations, please tell me in the comments down below. So yeah, I'm gonna shut up now and I'm gonna talk to you soon. Hello everyone, so it's time for an update. It's the next day, and I don't remember what I last talked to you about, and I haven't read anything yet. It's like 1 p.m. maybe. I was gonna read in the morning, but then my kitten distracted me, and then I had to go to the store, and whatever. I'm here now, and I have some updates for you. So, I decided to read Vicious Spirits by Cat Cho. I haven't started it yet, only the prologue, but I was watching a video by Chloe from Books with Chloe. I love her so much. She makes some of my absolute favorite reading vlogs, so I'm gonna have her channel linked down below. And she was starting this book, and it just made me think about this book again. And I was like, you know what? I'm actually really freaking excited for this, and I think I'm in the mood for it. And then I read the synopsis of this book, because this is basically the companion novel to Wicked Fox, and I didn't really know that until like a few weeks ago, and I wasn't sure about it because I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about this when it's, with like different characters. But I read the synopsis this morning, found out who the two main characters are, and now I'm extremely excited because I think that the dynamic between them is going to be really interesting and really fun, and I'm super excited. So yes, I think I'll be reading this today. So my kitten is chilling next to the couch because that's one of her favorite spots. And I don't think I've actually said that her name is Heidi. Anyway, I hope you're enjoying the clips that I'm inserting into the video, because, I feel like generally people like cat content. I definitely like watching it. So anyway, I have made a little bit of reading progress. I actually picked up an ebook and I started reading Something Like Love by Christina C. Jackson. I think I'm about like 15% into it. maybe a little bit less than that. So I'm not that far, and I don't exactly know the plot just yet, but it's basically gonna be about two characters who both have not had the best like experience with love. They feel like, you know, they can't really find like a serious relationship that will fully fulfill them, and that, yeah, I'll talk to you a little bit about the like actual premise of the book later. But so far, what I read, I really enjoyed. Yeah, that's all that I could really tell you about it. But I love Christina's writing. I have read, I don't know if I've read only like one or two books by her so far, but she's definitely talked about quite a lot, and she has so many books. And like, I'm here for this. So I was really excited to jump into this one. And I know that Mina from Mina Reads absolutely loves this book. I just really feel like reading whatever I'm in the mood for. So I'm sorry if it's a little bit chaotic, but I will probably be jumping into like from book to book a little bit this weekend. But yeah, I think I'm gonna read more of this, and then maybe later I could start listening to the audiobook. We'll see. But I'm actually really excited for tomorrow, probably, because I think I'm gonna decorate for fall. Because I thought it would be super fun to include something like that in here. Because I don't know, I feel like I'm craving a change desperately. I want to experiment and try new things and, like, you know, just have fun. So, the fall is really making me feel like excited for the future. So, that feels good. And yes, another question. I know that I've already asked some shit before, but what is your favorite season? I don't have one. I have officially accepted that I adore all the seasons for different reasons, and I actually like love seasons so much because I just love that, like, to me each of them has a different vibe, and I love all the different things that like they stand for, all the different like styles that I imagined thinking about it. And yeah, so I think that's going to be it for this update. Hello everyone, so it's time for an update. It's midnight right now, and I don't remember exactly what was the last thing that I talked to you about. This vlog is gonna be so freaking chaotic, but you know, it's fine. So, I didn't end up reading Vicious Spirits because I was just busy. I decided to keep reading the audiobook of Alchemists of Loom, and I got to over 30%, I think. And I was just feeling like listening to an audiobook, and my mom let me borrow her laptop, so I watched some YouTube first, and then I watched some soap carving videos and soap cutting videos while listening to the audiobook. And yeah, I don't really have that much new to say about it because I feel like there hasn't really been like a lot of change in terms of like anything new happening or the plot changing or anything. So far, it's just been, you know, very action-packed and filled with tension and excitement and adventure, and I really like it. I haven't really read a book like that in ages, and so that's really exciting. There's multiple points of view. I feel like there are the two main characters, which is Ari and I forgot the name of the dude. And then there are a few other characters who we follow a little bit as well. So I'm really enjoying it. I really like the dynamic between the characters. They definitely have a very like morally gray vibe. So I think I'm gonna listen to a little bit more, and then I'm gonna move to bed, maybe read a little bit more of something like love before going to sleep. Hello everyone. So it's the next day. I've kind of been busy all day, but I'm finally sitting down to chat to you, to read, to do things. And yes, so before I get on to the next thing, I am about halfway through Something Like Love by Christina C. Jones, and I'm really enjoying it. So I don't think I told you anything really about the plot. So it's kind of set in this small town, and Eddie and Astrid are kind of like acquaintances, like they've seen each other around, they're not friends, and Eddie kind of has this like he's just kind of annoyed at Astrid every time they see each other, and she doesn't really get why, but they kind of have like teasing, playful interactions, if that makes sense. And she's actually a yoga instructor, amongst other things, and so that's kind of how they start being around each other more, because Eddie actually tries it out even though he's very skeptical about it, and then he likes it, and then she kind of makes him come for more classes, and then obviously they see each other more and more. And yes, I am really enjoying it. It's super fun, it's super like engaging, and I'm super interested in reading it, and I love the dynamic between them so much, and I'm really excited to see how it progresses. And it's just so fun, and like I love the setting as well, and I love the two of them so much. And like I told you yesterday, I want to decorate for fall. So the main thing that I want to work on is this area that you can see right here. I kind of want to, I think, put this thing on my bookshelves so that I can show 3 more books up here and add again some like fall decorations and things like that. Maybe I could also try to pick books that have a bit of a fall vibe. We'll see about that. And I also feel like there's a lot of books that I recently bought that I think are gonna be my favorites that I might potentially want to display here, but obviously I haven't read them yet, so I don't want to display them yet. But it's fine, I can obviously change it anytime. I just want it to look nice. So yeah, this is what it looks like now. I really like it, but I'm really feeling like having a bit of a darker vibe, just like my makeup and my shirt right now. So what I want to do right now is first take off, you know, the books that I don't want to have here right now and pick out new ones, and then I'll add decorations, since, you know, the books are like the foundation. So right now, those 3. I think I really want to keep Cinderella is Dead because I recently read it and I loved it so much. I'll see if it like works with the vibe. I think I really want to keep this one as well, which is The Shadows Between Us. This, you know, it's dark red, black. I feel like it fits with the fall mood. Plus, I adored it so much. One of my absolute favorites. Queen of Nothing, of course. You know, I love the Cruel Prince series. But I feel like this has a very wintry vibe, so I don't think I'm gonna put it here right now. Maybe on my like main bookshelf. And these are tiny, these papers here are like covers that I was gonna put in my journal, and I haven't managed to do that yet. And like I said, all of this I am gonna take down and put somewhere else. I think I might keep this since, you know, it's like brown and white, so that might work. This area right here, this picture keeps falling. It's the character art because I actually went to the signing of this book. It was wonderful, and so I got that there. And I also have the sunflowers next to it, so I'm not sure if I want to change this because I feel like, I mean, it's yellow and it's even brighter in real life, but it might work with the fall vibe. You know, like oranges and stuff, it's definitely like fall colors, so I'll see about that. And down here, this is actually my own collection of poetry. I wrote this. The link to get that is always linked down below. I have my Reese candle, and this is obviously also very pink and colorful, so I don't know, maybe that, yeah, we'll see about that. And then here I have this painting, so I'm gonna keep that, and then I have those 2 books and other trash that I need to move away. And these 2 books, I adore, but I might move them on my main bookshelf as well, because like I said, I would prefer kind of darker tones right now. Oh, and I also forgot to show that I have The Cruel Prince and The Wicked King right here. I really like them. The size of them is really good as well, but I think, again, I want a change, you know, so I'll probably be putting those away. I found some things that I could decorate with, and I also picked some books. I haven't read all of these, but we're gonna get to that. Those are options that I can use. I actually just realized that I'm not sure what I'm gonna put right here. I think I want something still there. I found this that I printed ages ago. I unfortunately don't know who took this photo. I printed it literally like 3 years ago, so I might replace that soon, but for now, you know, perfectly cozy fall vibes. I'm in love with it, so I'm gonna put that in here. And then I have this super cute drawing. This is by Nina Steiner, who is an artist, and I was actually buying gifts for my sister from Nina, and so this was like one of the things that came with it. I'm gonna quickly show you the options that I have here, which is a little bit more than 6. So the first one is The Forbidden Wish by Jessica Curry. I actually read this in March for a video that I haven't managed to make yet. I only read this book for that video and then shit happened, but that video will be happening, so you will actually see me talk about this book while I read it, but it is absolutely beautiful. I have a floppy, shiny, beautiful copy. I love this. It's a retelling of Aladdin, and it's basically if like Jasmine was the genie, and it is so beautiful and incredible. The writing is stunning. It's such a lovely story that made me so emotional, and I absolutely recommend it if you haven't read it yet. It's definitely painfully underrated. And yeah, then I have Sorcery of Thorns by Margaret Rogerson. I loved this book. I don't know if I would call this like a super favorite, but it was a 5-star. All of these were, again, dark colors. It could definitely work for the look that I'm going for. Then I have Mirage and Court of Lions by Sumaya Daud. I actually haven't read Court of Lions yet, but I know that I'm going to want to put it on display. The only like issue is I have the covers that don't match, so I don't know if it like would look okay next to each other. Another book that I haven't read yet is Forest of Souls by Lori M. Lee. This is kind of, I think, about necromancy and stuff, and I think it's gonna be really cool, and I'm definitely planning on reading it very soon. Again, it's a hardcover, so it's perfect, and necromancy and how dark the cover is, I feel like is perfect for fall. So I think I really want this on display even though I haven't read it yet. Then I have Cinderella is Dead, like I told you. And then I have The Shadows Between Us. And then I have Ember in the Ashes by Sabaa Tahir. This, the brown color and everything, is perfect. I want this on display and I adore it. The only thing is I have it tabbed, so I just need to put like, you know, another book like this, and that's gonna be fine. So yeah. Okay, that looks like a lot going on, and I don't know, I really like the color palette. Especially those 2 books are definitely too bright. This is what I ended up doing. I put Ember in the Ashes to the left so that I could put Forest of Souls in front of it, because I felt like the 3 books were just too much. I think it looks nice. Normally, like, the angle that I film at doesn't fully show the upper shelf, and now I want to show the upper shelf, so I'm gonna need to figure that out, but I think this looks nice, so hopefully you all don't hate it and like looking at it. So I think actually what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep my pink corner here, and because that's what I look at and like I really like it, I could put it here. So yes, is that good? I don't know. I feel like this whole thing might just be too much going on, especially if I add shit here, you know, but I think I'm just gonna try not to go too crazy. I did finish Something Like Love by Christina C. Jones. I really enjoyed it. I ended up giving it 4.5 stars. It wasn't a complete 5-star for me. I felt like the plot was not like slow. I definitely enjoyed it all the way through, but I felt like for a long time nothing really changed in the plot. And the content we got was really great, so like I still enjoyed it. But you know, yeah, I loved Eddie and Astrid so much, like them on their own, but also just together. They were just so amazing. The dynamic between them was just so fun, and the book was just so chill and fun and quick to get through, and like just such a good time. It also felt really cozy. I really love Christina C. Jones so much, and most of her books, if not all, are available on Kindle Unlimited. And it was just such a great time, and I'm so happy that I finally read it. Hello everyone, so it's a few days later and I never actually finished this vlog. I actually forgot to mention earlier that I have my Hermione Funko Pop on the table, and I just wanted to make it clear that I do not support J.K. Rowling, and I will never buy anything from her or connected to her ever again, but I unfortunately have, you know, a lot of Harry Potter Funko Pops that I bought a long time ago, which I think a lot of people do. And so I have Hermione on my table because, like, I don't want to show them on display anywhere when I film, you know? So I just put her there because no one else can see it, only I can see it. I just wanted to clarify that I would not support an author who does not support trans people, so I actually unfortunately didn't manage to finish Alchemists of Loom. I got about halfway through. I am really like interested in listening to it, but the Royal Readathon started and I want to focus on the books that I have for that, and I just didn't have time to finish this. Because like the issue is that, not the book, but I have just not been feeling like listening to audiobooks. I've been also having like headaches quite often, and just it makes them worse if I like if I have headphones on and listen to an audiobook. So yes, but I really liked the first half that I read so far, and so I definitely would recommend you check out this book if you are interested in kind of like high fantasy and kind of new adult-ish and just fun adventure, fast-paced type of a thing, and morally gray characters a little bit and like assassin vibes, then definitely check this out. If you got this far into the vlog, leave a leaf emoji down below. I think there are multiple, so just any leaf emoji that you like. And thank you so much for watching. This has been so long, and I haven't really read that much in it, but I hope you enjoyed it, and that, you know, yes, so give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, subscribe for more videos like this, and yeah, have a great day, and I'm gonna see you soon in another video. Bye!